Hi, welcome to Tech Learning Hub. Today we are discussing about what is the auto scale and then what is the maximizer mode and then scaling up, scaling down, scaling out and then snipping back. So now we are discussing about auto scale. So while creating a virtual warehouse, we have two different modes such as auto scale and maximize. This policy will applicable for only multi-cluster warehouse. In multi-cluster warehouse having to the more than one cluster. What is the auto scale? We can choose the minimum cluster and maximum cluster in auto scale mode based on the workload, number of queries submitted to a warehouse. So it will spin up new cluster like one by one. Also, once the queries are processed, it will also suspended the warehouse dynamically. Once queries process completed, the warehouse gets also suspended in dynamically. Maximized. We can select the maximum 10 clusters in maximized mode. When we submit a query, it will all 10 cluster will working. So in case of maximized mode, when we submit a query, all clusters will work and it will wait for incoming queries. So this is called as maximizer mode. And then scaling up means it is all about increasing the compute resource power of existing warehouse node. What is the compute resource power? Compute resource power means CPU, memory, temporary storage. This should extend by the only long running queries. That because long running queries having to it will having to lot of byte scan and then it will having to the storage spaces. So this would done by the while increasing the size property of warehouse. This is called as scaling up. And then scaling down, it is all about decreasing the compute power of existing warehouse node when there is a no long running queries. Suppose the warehouse having to the no long running queries, at a time we are decreasing to the virtual warehouse size. This is called as scaling down. And then scaling out, it is the process of adding the more clusters to an existing warehouse. This is called as scaling out. This will extend when there is a large number of concurrent queries being executed in the same warehouse. So scaling out will allow those queued queries to be executed on the new provision cluster. Scaling out will allow those queued queries will be executed. And then snipping back, when there no queries to run the warehouse, so it will get shut down automatically. Suppose the warehouse having to the no queries, the warehouse will get shut down automatically. So it is called as snipping back. So scaling up means increasing the compute resource power of existing warehouse node. Scaling down means decreasing the compute resource power of existing warehouse node. Scaling out means adding the more cluster to the existing warehouse. Thanks for watching.